Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this
dragon before it can attack. No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
This city is put up with a raging dragon, 2 Daedric invasions, the Alliance War, an army of frost trolls, and a witch queen.
Whiterun's truly
And
a
it's still
curious
here.
city. It feels so open.
I must admit I'm a little anxious about the idea of confronting a live dragon in battle. I mean, it's exciting. I'll get to see something hardly anyone else in Tamriel has ever laid eyes on. But equally, it might roast us alive. If you say so, boss. I hope you're right.
No signs of any dragon right
Are there
now.
places of higher
It
study
sure
in
looks
Skyrim
like he's
besides
been-
the college at Winterhold?
I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Guardsman, what happened here?
Now that is what
Where's
I call
this
an earworm.
dragon? Quickly now!
I don't know. Kinnereth, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Well, you asked for it. There's no time for your games.
Being attacked by a dragon! God! This is real. I'm actually fighting. Being attacked by a dragon! God!
You're digging your own grave.
Being attacked by a dragon! God! Being attacked by a dragon! God!
Your
mortals can.
Are you alright?
Everybody, get back!
Woo!
I can't
We killed
believe
the
it.
dragon.
You're
Go team.
Dragonborn.
Team us. Yep.
Dragonborn, what do you mean?
Us.
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I don't know what happened to me.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. That's
Let's move faster. The sun is...
forever.
It's not great
But
for
the
my
old
skin,
tales tell of the
if you know what I
Dragonborn
mean.
who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? Being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a gnome.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried? My God, what manner of power is that? You really are Dragonborn, then.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us. You better get back to Whiterun right away. Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
That thing with the lights and the burning. Does that happen often? No, I don't suppose it would have done. Not a lot of dragons around. Traditionally, anyway. Listen, I hate to speculate, but do you think it could have been a soul? And you absorbed it. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. As was the beast, as terrifying as it may have been. It seems an awful waste just leaving it lying there like that. There's so much to be learned. How does it fly, for instance? A creature of that size, with that wingspan, it defies all known laws of motion. Perhaps there might be a clue in its bone structure, I don't know. Do you think you could get me a sample? I'll give you 100 septims for it. Oh, thank you. That really would help my research.
Do you need something?
What's on your mind?
It still feels kind of weird, waking up after thousands of years, even at this point. Just thinking about an empire in Cyrodiil, I definitely thought everything would end with the Renans.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Got a moment? Look, I know I'm not very good at practical things. You know, combat. I rely on you to win our battles, and I shouldn't. So I suppose I was wondering, do you think you could train me? Fantastic! Can't wait to get cracking. You have. Thank you so much. An actual dragon bone. I'll get a lot out of studying this. Oh, here's your gold, my friend. All right then.
Wow.
Good.
I certainly did not expect that. I didn't expect... Wait, let me process this whole thing. You killed a dragon. Then this weird soul thingy started flowing outside of it, and into you. And now the dragon is nothing more than bones again. And you are... Did I just hear Dragonborn? Even back before I was locked up, the whole Dragonborn thing was a pretty big deal. Legendary, actually. From what I've heard at least, the Dragonborn, or Dovahkiin, was a mortal blessed with the blood and soul of a dragon by Akatosh himself, the chief of the Divines. And legend says this Dragonborn may also have the ability to use the Thu'um, dragon shells. And I think we've seen you do that just now. So, what are you?
I'm not so sure.
In any case, though, I think we should head back to the Jarl. It's been a long day.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
The watchtower was destroyed, but we killed the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that.
Turns out I may be something called Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn?
When the dragon died, I absorbed some kind of power from it.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
The Greybeards.
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
What do these Greybeards want with me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Brungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense
Well,
have to do with our friend here?
this castle definitely looks better than the one back on the island. That's for sure.
What? Dragonborn?
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Frongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeard's business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know? To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, boss? Let's get back to it.